Get on in here, everybody. Come on in. Yeah, we're here. I got both my earrings on, my lipstick's on, my hair's not too bad today, and I am ready. How about you? I know some of you are a little, shall we say, not knowing what to do, but we're here to tell you. We're going to give you some tips and tricks to be on top of some things today, not be panicked, because we don't panic. Just replace that word panic with prepared. We're calm, we're collected, we're cool, we're getting things done. And we're doing it in such a way that people don't even notice that we've done it. People are looking at you like, why have you got it all together? I've got it all together because I'm flying. Probably need to take that out of my ear. And I haven't put my microphone on yet. Okay. I'm going to put my microphone on. So, schools are shutting down. Liz's schools are shut down for 2 weeks. Colleges are shutting down. Kids are going home from college. That way you'll have babysitters. College kids are coming home. Let's see. Elementary schools, everybody is shutting down and staying home. We are pretty much sheltering in place. And this is to keep the virus from spreading. If we can stop the spread, we've won. We've won. Now, there's still going to be a certain amount of people that's going to get this thing. And we don't know if you're immune to it after the fact. But guess what? We're not immune to the flu because it mutates so much. Liz's kids are out of school. Patty's grandchildren are out of school. That's in Chattanooga. I don't know if Transylvania County schools have closed. Don't know about that yet. But it's happening. It's happening everywhere. It's happening everywhere. So being prepared, knowing what you're going to feed your family, that is a wonderful thing. That's a wonderful feeling. It's a wonderful feeling to know what you're going to feed your family. And I was listening to the news this morning, business news. That's what I get up and I watch Fox Business. And yeah, people aren't flying, but guess what? They're buying stuff and they're having it brought to their house. They're buying stuff. So it is important for us to just circle the wagons and do what we always do. This is what flying is all about. Not being panicked, but being prepared. And it's just being prepared for daily life. I always have my emergency medical bag. I am adding things to my bag. Robert's doing some research on some things. Because if you get this virus, they don't want you going to the hospital. They want you to shelter in place and take care of it at home. So what am I going to need to have at home? I'm going to need my vitamin C. Yep. Love my vitamin C. This was my ticket to dinner the other night. I took Leanne a big jar of it. I have my echinacea, elderberry, echinacea. I have all of the things that I need. And, people were complaining about no toilet paper. We're not going to be using any more toilet paper than we usually do. But if worse came to worse, how did they do it in Little House on the Prairie days? How did they do it? Well, they used catalogs. I don't know if Sears and Roebuck was a thing back then, but I know outhouses had catalogs and you tore a piece of paper out of the catalog. So we just have to laugh. Where do I get everything, y'all? People's asking, where do I get my powdered vitamin C? Amazon. I love this stuff. And it's really good for everything that ails you. Yeah, they use corn cobs, but I just can't imagine using a corn cob. I just can't do it. In the desert, they use sand. I can't imagine that either. But guess what? I'll bet money that you have a laundry basket full of mismatched socks. In a pinch, that's what you could use. In a pinch, you could use the mismatched socks. Wouldn't that be a great thing? So, folks, we just have to laugh. We have to laugh. You can't flush paper down the toilet. Nope, you can't flush paper down the toilet. Nope, that's not going to work. But you can bag it up and you could take it to your fire pit and burn it, but just don't stand around it. Yeah, the customs in different countries is kind of funny. Yeah, family cloth like paper diapers. There's we just have to laugh. We can't be so caught up in ourselves that we're going to fight over toilet paper. Now, y'all, I got a job one time over toilet paper. I'll just have to tell you this. I became a county commissioner and I was appointed for 2 years. And then I won the seat on my own, but I was appointed for 2 years. And guess what? Toilet paper is made in the United States. It comes from trees. Think about it. Toilet paper comes from paper. And paper is made from trees. And it's the byproduct of making lumber and things. There's wood chips, and that goes into making toilet paper. Well, at the time, our congressman was the largest landowner in our county. He owned probably close to 5,000 acres of property, and his wife was the head of she was a precinct chair of the Republican Party. And I decided I wanted to replace a county commissioner that had been elected to the North Carolina House of Representatives. So I had a lunch meeting with her, and she asked me what I thought about trees. Well, she had no idea that I used to work in the lumber industry. I used to build pallets. I was a manager of a pallet mill. And, well, I was a worker there, but I ended up being the manager. And I didn't build pallets, but I was the bookkeeper and different things. I got hired to come in and straighten out the business by the banker. This was a long time ago. And she had no clue I knew anything about the lumber industry. And I looked at her just as calm as I could be. And I said to her, I think tree huggers should go without toilet paper for a month. And then they would appreciate what tree farmers do. And I thought she was going to die laughing. It was the funniest thing ever. And she nominated me to take over this place as a county commissioner. And I secured all the votes. My husband told me how to do it. I got affirmatives on everybody. I got of a majority of people. And one person lied to me and voted against me, but he showed me who he was. And there I was, county commissioner. And my biggest purpose in the county commission was to make sure we had clean water, and we have really clean water in Transylvania County, and to make sure our people are taken care of in emergencies. Yep. People are taken care of in emergencies. So toilet paper has a funny place in my past history. I got a county commissioner job because I talked about toilet paper. But yeah, we could do without it if we needed to. because we've all got baskets of unmatched socks stashed somewhere. One time a lady said she had 2 laundry baskets. Her couch sat in the corner of her kitty cornered it in her living room, and behind her couch was 2 laundry baskets full of unmatched socks. Ain't that funny? Yeah, it's funny. So we could do without toilet paper. You can't do without food. Now that's how you cover a sneeze, with a big purple rag. It takes care of everything. That sneeze came out of nowhere, and I'm not getting sick, y'all. I don't keep unmatched socks. I figure they're here somewhere, Anyway, so I just think it's funny. Let's be prepared and not be scared. There's no sense in being scared. It's no sense in being scared. Now, a lot of us are having to deal with children home, and if you work in industries that really need you, like at the grocery stores and at doctors' offices and hospitals, you really can't take off and stay home. In China, healthcare workers couldn't even go home for fear of infecting their families. Well, Joanne, I wouldn't use that hair conditioner anymore if it made me sneeze. And I've got my little humidifier going here, and it has no scent to it. It's just plain water. And things are starting to bloom outside. Now, let's be prepared. Let's be prepared. Let's not be scared. These panicking people going to the grocery store, we're always prepared. We're always prepared for... My color went away. Put it on white. Yep, there it is. But there's apps for your phone to watch what's happening with the virus and where it is, and I think it's slowing down. Really, I think the curves are flattening, which is what we want it to do, and I'm excited about things getting better. But we gotta be prepared. Gotta be prepared. There's a Roomba knocking at the door. Now, with all these kids staying home, what are you going to do? This happens to you every summer. This happens to you every summer. You don't know you don't know what to do with your children. And this is why having multi-generational families in one home is a good thing, because there's an adult there to watch them. If the college kids are coming home, you're going to have a college kid home. But this is things you're going to have. Maybe you can work from home. Maybe there's lots of things. But how are you going to keep the kids occupied? How are you going to keep the kids occupied? We got an answer for you. We have an answer for you. Go to our website, flylady.net, and do a search for camp. If you just do a search for camp, it'll get it. But camp, and I made up this name many, many years ago for summer vacation. Camp Gonna Wanna Fly. GONNAWANNAFLY. One word. Camp Gonna Wanna Fly. And we have tons of ideas on how to keep your kids occupied. Now, they're going to come home with schoolwork, or they're going to have to watch some things online. But the main thing, you got to keep them up to date with their lessons. But then what do you do after that? So, there's some fun things to do. And homeschoolers know how to do this. And if you have a friend that's a homeschooler, call them up and talk to them. Sign up for Fly Lady Tammy's doing. She handles our homeschooling section of our website. Now, Camp Gonna Wanna Fly is a lot of fun ideas on staying busy. And we have the internet, and we have YouTube videos, and we have there's also a place where you can get tutoring there, and you can become the teacher for your kids. You can do it, and we can't just let them slide and not be taught. You're gonna have to teach your kids. And it's going to be fun, and they're going to have some homework, but maybe their homework is going to be fun things like Camp Gonna Wanna Fly. Homeschooling it's not for everybody, but right now we're being forced into it. And what better way to keep your children safe? And they're not saying this virus attacks the children. In fact, they're saying it mainly hurts older people. Boomers. I'm a boomer, but I'm on the low end of boomers. I was born in 1956, and I don't know when the cutoff is for boomers, but I'm at the bottom end of it. But we just have to be prepared and have some fun with this, because if you're all a sourpuss, and find ways to laugh. Justin's been sending me memes like crazy of an AR-15 that was instead of being equipped with bullets, it had a clip of Lysol. Now that was funny. It was other memes were people who are looking for the zombie apocalypse sitting there waiting with their guns, and they can't even use them because there's no zombie apocalypse. So folks, we just have to laugh at ourselves. We have to laugh at ourselves. And probably next year there's going to be a baby. We're going to have a lot of babies born. So I've shared some memes of corn cobs tied in the bathroom, and it's just hilarious. I mean, some of the things that we can do. So folks, please be calm. And Scott Adams was saying today, he's been trying to build up his immune system. So I take my vitamin D, I take my vitamin C, and he's been getting out in a sunbeam every day. And guess what else he's doing, y'all? And this is something we've been preaching for years. He's been getting 8 hours of sleep every night. Imagine that. 8 hours of sleep every night. And he said, you know, it almost feels like a drug. I'm on a drug because I feel so good. 8 hours of sleep is a wonderful way to live. If you can go to bed at a decent hour and get up and feel like $1,000,000, I never use an alarm clock because I get my sleep in. What happens to your baby if they don't get their naps? What happens to them? They're irritable. You are too. Now, we can keep our immune system up and running when we drink our water. Get your water bottle. Keep it filled all the time. Keep it filled. Keep up with how much water you're drinking. Go to bed at a decent hour. Eat good food for your body. Somebody sent us a testimonial today, and she said, this is why you clean out your car on Fridays. She said years ago, she wasn't flying at the time. They went through McDonald's and got a Big Mac, and her son didn't eat the Big Mac, and he put it in the window back window of the car. Well, she didn't notice it, and it sat there for 3 days, and then all of a sudden he was hungry. And he decided to eat it, and it was sitting there for 3 days. And she took him to the ER. Took him to the ER. And they wouldn't pump his stomach, but they gave him Ipecac, and poor baby had to throw it up. But here's the deal. I learned this from Robert. Don't leave anything in the refrigerator too long, because he calls it fair game. That's how he keeps his immune system up, he says. So clean your refrigerator out. Clean your car out. And then that way you won't have to worry about somebody eating something they shouldn't be putting in their mouth. So clean your car out today. Clean your purse out. You could have a Big Mac hiding in your purse, or some French fries. Get rid of them. Clean out the purse. So folks, spend some time today cleaning out your car and disinfecting your car. And if you don't have any disinfectant wipes, you can make some. You put some part alcohol and part, if you have really strong alcohol, in a bowl, and use your purple rag and wipe down your car. Wipe it down. Hot soapy water works too. And I keep my car full of gas all the time. All the time. It's ready to go. It's ready to go. Because that's how I roll. And I'm flying. So everybody, get your car cleaned out. Get your purse cleaned out. Let's be prepared. Find those that... I just laugh at it thinking about it, because I hadn't heard this from anybody. This is my thing. I haven't heard this from anybody. Is use unmatched socks. But don't flush them down the toilet. Don't flush them down the toilet. Yep, don't do that. Get you a 5-gallon tub with some soapy water in it, and then throw them in the wash machine where you don't have to touch them, and then wash them twice. Yep. And if you get this virus, you need to shelter in place and separate yourself from your family and let only one person take care of you. I saw this all last night on the CDC website. And just have common sense. Have common sense. We can get through this. And in a month, 6 weeks, we're going to look back and say, well, that was easy. That was easy. Because this virus is going to come back. It'll probably come back in the fall, once we get through this springtime infection. And we can stock up an old diaper pail. Yeah, like an old diaper pail. Those of us who remember diaper pails, I use cloth diapers. If I can wash cloth diapers and get them disinfected, I could wash mismatched socks. You know? I love you all. Folks, take some time today to make a plan. Make a plan. And don't panic. Be calm. Find something to laugh at. Turn off the TV. And just know that this too shall pass. And wash your hands often and put lotion on it or coconut. I love my coconut oil on my hands because it sinks in right quick. Lotion doesn't do that for me, but coconut oil will get in my hands. And last night, here's another thing I do. Cuticles get dry and crackly and nasty, but I have really nice cuticles. And you know why? Because I take the leftover chapstick that you can't get, and I dig it out and rub it on my cuticles every night before I go to bed. It's part of my before bed routine, along with my face lotion that my sister gives me, and all kinds of good stuff. Have routines. Your routines are going to keep you safe. They're going to keep you safe. And if you get this virus, you need to fast. Your body needs to heal. You don't need to eat a lot of heavy food. Our bone broth, this is clear bone broth, and clear juices, but I would stick more with water than anything. And there you have it. Wash your hands, stop touching your face. I know that's hard. And take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Go look at the 11 commandments. Go look at the 11 commandments. They're all about taking care of you. I love you all. See you later.